Wall Street back on edge again as stocks slipped after President Trump renewed tariff threats against China. Joining us now is CNN's Maribel Aber. She is at the NASDAQ market site in New York. Hello, Maribel.
Hello, Chesley.
All right, seems like investors are bracing for yet another round of maybe some turbulence when it comes to trading.
Here we go again. So investors, Chesley, are looking to recover steep losses after a brief public trade rift between President Trump and China. On Friday, Trump threatened an additional 100% tariff on Chinese goods to take effect November 1st. Now, that would have taken total levies on China to 130%. The market immediately reacted, with all three major indices plummeting by hundreds of points. On Sunday, Beijing warned of countermeasures if the U.S. didn't back down from its tariff threat that afternoon. Trump posted on Truth Social that, quote, "It will all be fine with China," telling reporters on Air Force One that the U.S. and China have a great relationship. So futures started to recover on Sunday. Just here at the opening bell, Chesley, we're in the green. Looks like we're up about 366 points for NASDAQ, the Dow up 482, and the S&P up 81. Chesley.
Ooh, okay, I like the green. I like the green. Tesla facing some new scrutiny?
Okay, so federal safety regulators have opened yet another investigation into Tesla's self-driving feature. They report dozens of incidents where cars ran red lights, drove on the wrong side of the road. In all, nearly 60 cases of traffic violations are being linked to Tesla's full self-driving mode. Officials say several of those led to crashes, fires. Nearly 24 resulted in injuries. The new investigation covers nearly 3 million vehicles with the FSD option. The tech has been criticized for making drivers believe they can hand over full control over to the vehicle. Tesla has argued that it repeatedly warns drivers the cars cannot drive themselves and a human must be ready to intervene at all times. I mean, Chesley, that's a lot of trust.
That is a lot of trust. In fact, I have some friends who trust it completely. I don't drive with them. I can tell you that right now. So Apple's getting sued.
Okay, Apple is being sued by two neuroscientists who claim that the tech giant misused thousands of copyrighted books to train its AI model. The lawsuit alleges that Apple uses illegal shadow libraries of pirated books, including works they authored. Now, they're demanding that Apple stop using their material and undisclosed monetary damages. It's the latest copyright violation case brought against Big Tech by various authors, news outlets, and music labels. OpenAI, Microsoft, and Meta have all been sued over similar claims. In fact, Anthropic agreed to pay $1.5 billion to settle with a group of authors over the training of its chatbot Claude in August. Neither the scientists nor Apple have yet commented publicly on the suit. You know, Chesley, this is something I think we'll likely continue to see. For users, look, they want access to the data. They think it's pretty cool, but there's a balance with that need and how AI sources the data.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. We'll see. Uncle Sam may have found a way to slash your energy bill in 2026, huh?
But you got to act quick. Time is running out to claim two eco-friendly tax credits by the end of the year. Chesley, the energy-efficient home improvement credit and the residential clean energy credit both expire January 1st. So they cover a range of home improvements, new windows, AC units, solar panels, heat pumps. The average energy-efficient home credit was about $880 in 2023. Much more for the average residential clean energy credit, about $5,000 per qualified tax filer. The credits were set to last through 2032. They were rolled back in the tax reform bill signed earlier this year. Along with the benefit on your taxes, the upgrades can help with resale. Zillow research shows 86% of home buyers say having at least one energy efficient feature is a factor in their purchase. You know, Chesley, also in Georgia State, rebates could stack with your federal credits. So check out energyrebates.georgia.gov for what you qualify for.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do that. I may be able to place one window before the year is out.
There you go.
Yeah, maybe. All right, Maribel, thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate it.
You got it.
All right. Well,